Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will be making a video segment about introducing myself and my family. Without further ado, let's get started. Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Firmansyah, but you can call me Adit. I come from Nusa Tenggara, uh, specifically from Ende Regency, Bulawaru district, Bulawaru village. I was born on November 30, 2005, and I am the youngest of of 4 siblings. My dream is to become the first English teacher in my village because it's quite difficult to find an English teacher there. Mm, a positive trait about me that that I am kind-hearted, friendly, diligent, and I really enjoy reading books, especially novels. Mm, On the negative side, I find it hard to remember the groceries my mother asks me to buy. My favorite colors are green and black. I like green because I love nature, which offers many special things in my opinion. I also like black because I think it looks it looks nice. Okay, this time I will introduce my family. First, let's start with my father. My father's name is Sulaiman Gela, and he is now 57 years old. he is he is ninth child of 11 siblings. My father's works as a fisherman and is very generous to everyone. The positive traits I often emulate from him are: first, his habit of always smiling and greeting people whenever he meets or passes by them. Second, his familiar attitude. He loves his family very much, and I appreciate that. And lastly, his generosity. I think my father is very kind because when he returns from fishing, he returns from fishing, he always shares his catch with our neighbors or family. Um, my father is the best leader and a true hero in my eyes. Next, I will introduce my mother. My mother's name is Siti Maria. She is currently 56 years old, 1 year younger than my father. My mother is the seventh of 10 siblings. She works as a weaver and, of course, is a homemaker. There are several things that motivate me about my mother. First, she is a hard worker who never knows it he drew. Second, she is kind-hearted to everyone. And lastly, she is very loving. Well, every mother has a loving nature. I believe my mother is different from others. She is especially affectionate toward her family. I am truly proud to have parents like that. Okay, now I will introduce my siblings. First, my brothers. My brothers is named Saiful Hamid. He is 32 years old and he works as a chef at cafe in Jayapura. My second brother is named Masmun Sulaiman. He is 30 years old and works as a mall security guard in Batam. My third siblings is Normala. She is 24 years old and is a housewife. Hello everyone. This time I will explain my daily activities. First, I usually wake up at 4 a.m. to prepare myself for the Tahajjud prayer and then wait for the Fajr time to arrive. Um, After Fajr, I usually read the Quran. After that, I often take my class schedule because I'm worried I might have morning classes. So I look at the clock early on when I see that my class start at 7 a.m. I quickly get ready by preparing my clothes and writing materials for class. After that, I take a shower, and after showering, I usually have breakfast. Um, I often eat fried rice, rice with an omelette, or sometimes rice with fried noodles or noodle soup. Yeah. Um, um, After that, I head to campus with my friends. Once I arrive at campus, I sit and wait for the lecturer to arrive. When the lecturer comes, we start the class. Uh, After all my classes are finished, I make sure to take the time to pray duhur with my friends in the small mosque in the library. Um, After the duhur prayer, we continue by reading books together in the library. Yeah. After that, we look for lunch outside. After eating, take um, we sometimes take a nap at my place. Yeah. Then we prepare for the Asr prayer. Um, mm, After the Asr prayer, I usually take a shower, and after that, I clean the yard, wash the dirty dishes, and water the plants. Yeah. After that, I prepare for the Maghrib prayer. After the Maghrib prayer, I usually read a book. Yeah, I usually read a book while waiting for the Isha prayer. Um, After the Isha prayer, I prepare for dinner. After dinner, I continue reading a book, and then play on my phone. Yeah, and finally, I go to sleep. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Aditya Firmansyah, but I'm usually called Adit. This time I have a segment from my favorite lecturer at campus, Miss Miftahul Jana MPD, who teaches ICP at my program. The segment is about my hometown. So, without further ado, let's get started. I'm from Ende. Ende in East Nusa Tenggara, it has a rich history and stunning natural beauty. As the place of Sukarno's exile, Ende stands as an important witness to Indonesian journey to independence. The large banyan tree that still stands tall symbolizes hope and resilience. Lake Kalimutu, with its three change colors, is one of the main attractions, and this phenomenon reminds us fascinating mystery for many. The presence of those medicinal plants in the area also adds to the local culture and natural value. The people of Ende, who respect and uphold humanitarian values, demonstrate how important community is in daily life. Your pride in your city is palpable, reflecting the beauty and cultural essence of Ende. In Ende, there are many tourist attractions, but this time I want to talk about the resilience of culture and tolerance in Ende. The culture here is very strong. During traditional events, everyone in the village participates in the celebration, such as communal dancing, offering food to ancestors, and more. Traditional ceremonies in Ende make me feel at ease, but there is also a downside. At these events, non-Muslims often consume alcoholic beverages and throw parties, even though we are only celebrating cultural events, not partying like in less respectful places. Now, about tolerance in Ende. It ranks first for the highest level of tolerance in South Nusa Tenggara and Indonesia. How could it not be considered tolerance? We have mosques, churches, and temples all in close proximity, and during religious events, others join in the celebration to show respect. The strong sense of tolerance in Ende continues to thrive today. Now I will explain about Labuan Bajo, which can be considered the paradise of East Nusa Tenggara. It is a place that I find very beautiful because Labuan Bajo is included in the list of the most beautiful tourist destination in East Nusa Tenggara, with small island that are stunning to see. My family and I often vacation there on weekends. There are also large animals, namely the Komodo dragon, which is a characteristic animal of East Nusa Tenggara. Its large body and tones that often flakes out can be quite frightening. However, there are safety measures in place. Labuan Bajo is also frequently visited by foreign tourists who come to stroll or vacation. The atmosphere there is very cool, depending on the season. The people in East Nusa Tenggara are very kind, in my opinion, and there are many great tourist spots. In this video, I will explain my hobbies and their positive and negative sides. Let's get started. My first hobby is reading books. The book I often read now is about tips for mastering English quickly and easily. Yep. You might wonder why I enjoy reading. It all started in the 8th grade when a friend invited me to the library. At first, um, I refused it because I didn't like reading, but he kept persuading and insisting that I go with him, and I felt guilty too. The first book I picked up was an Indonesian book, just browsing through it without really reading. However, because my friend frequently took me to the library, I started to like it, and that's when I became fond of reading. The positive sides of reading are: first, we gain extensive knowledge about things we have never encountered or had forgotten, which helps boost our confidence. Secondly, I believe that reading makes us smarter, especially academically. The negative side of reading for me is this one. Um, I struggle to manage my time for resting, eating, showering, etc. Sometimes I get really tired from reading late into the night. Now my second hobby is listening to music. I often listen to international music, particularly from America, Korea, and sometimes Arab music. Um, I enjoy listening to music because it relaxes me. I sometimes even listen while sleeping until dawn. The positive sides of listening to music are: first, it calms me. Second, it makes my days more enjoyable. And third, it helps me improve my pronunciation in English, Korean, and Arabic because I often hear the song. The negative side is that it can be hard for me to stop listening to music, especially if I find the right setting. I can end up listening for up to 2 hours. Yep. So that's my explanation about my hobbies. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Okay guys, this time I'm going to explain my favorite foods and drinks. So stay tuned until the end of this video. First, my favorite food is fried rice. I think fried rice is the tastiest food in the world, especially when made by my mom. Second is seafood. If I'm invited to eat seafood, I'm in right away because I really love it. In third place, there's spicy smashed chicken. Honestly, it's spicy, but my tasty buds are used to it, which is why I put it in third place. Lastly, there's grilled fish with green chili. This is so enjoyable when shared with others. While chatting, it makes you not want to leave. Next, my favorite drinks. I have three favorite drinks. First is boba tea. Honestly, when I first tried boba tea, it's immediately become my number one favorite drinks because it's refreshing and delicious. Yes. Second is milk. I don't know why, but I really love drinking milk, so it's my second favorite drink. And lastly, there's yung coconut water. Okay, that's my explanation about my favorite foods and drinks. Thank you and see you next time.